Welcome to Just Gist TV. This time, there are no cryptic videos. No indirect shades. Sonia Uche has finally spoken. After months of intense speculation, online pressure, and constant narratives surrounding her personal life, Sonia Uche has finally decided to address the questions many people have been asking, not with anger, not with defensiveness, but with clarity. For the first time in a long while, she opened up about marriage, her future, and what truly matters to her as a woman and as a professional. And what she said has surprised many. For weeks, Sonia Uche's name has been caught in a cycle of assumptions. Every collaboration, every public appearance, every silence was interpreted as a sign of something deeper. Fans debated her relationship status as if it were public property, while critics accused her of being indecisive, secretive, or calculated. But according to Sonia, much of what has been said about her has missed the point entirely. In her recent remarks, Sonia made it clear that she understands the curiosity surrounding her life, especially as someone in the public eye. However, she emphasized that marriage is not a deadline she is racing toward, nor is it a performance she owes the internet. She stated that marriage, for her, is something deeply personal, not a trend, not a response to pressure, and certainly not a way to validate herself publicly. This alone shifted the tone of the conversation. Sonia explained that while she believes in marriage and values companionship, she refuses to let societal expectations dictate when and how that chapter of her life should begin. According to her, rushing into marriage to satisfy public curiosity often leads to regret, and she is not willing to sacrifice peace for applause. Fans immediately reacted. Many praised her honesty, calling her words refreshing in a culture where women are often measured by their relationship status. Supporters noted that Sonia spoke with maturity, self-awareness, and emotional clarity, traits that are often overlooked when narratives are built around gossip rather than truth. But Sonia didn't stop there. She went on to speak about her career, and this is where many people truly leaned in. Sonia acknowledged that acting remains her primary focus. She spoke passionately about growth, discipline, and long-term goals, explaining that she is currently more invested in building a solid legacy than chasing temporary validation. She made it clear that her career decisions are intentional and carefully thought out. According to her, success in Nollywood is not just about visibility, it is about longevity. She emphasized that she wants to be remembered not just as a trending name, but as an actress who evolved, took risks, and continuously improved her craft. For Sonia, this phase of her life is about learning, expanding her range, and choosing roles that challenge her rather than simply attract attention. This statement resonated strongly with many industry observers. Some fans pointed out that Sonia's career trajectory already reflects this mindset. She has gradually shifted toward more emotionally demanding roles, working with different directors and exploring characters that require depth rather than surface appeal. Her focus, she explained, is on becoming better, not just becoming louder. Naturally, fans could not ignore the context. With ongoing discussions involving Maurice Sam, Paul Watts, Brian Okwara, and various fan interpretations, many expected Sonia to address specific names or rumors. But she deliberately avoided doing so. Instead, she reframed the conversation. According to Sonia, tying a woman's future solely to who she may or may not marry is limiting. She stressed that fulfillment does not begin or end with marriage, and that personal growth, emotional stability, and professional purpose matter just as much, if not more. This perspective sparked mixed reactions. Supporters applauded her for reclaiming her narrative and refusing to be boxed into societal expectations. Critics, however, accused her of being vague or evasive. But many observers noted that her refusal to overshare was itself a statement. She is choosing boundaries. Sonia also addressed the pressure women face in the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to age, relationships, and public perception. She explained that while public scrutiny comes with the territory, it does not mean she has to live her life on demand. According to her, peace has become a priority. She admitted that the constant noise can be overwhelming, but she has learned to filter what truly matters. Growth, she said, requires silence, focus, and discipline, things that are often lost when one is constantly responding to external pressure. This statement came shortly after her mother, Uche Nancy, issued a firm warning to toxic fans and critics. Many fans saw Sonia's words as an extension of that boundary, calm, firm, and intentional. Rather than escalating the situation, Sonia chose reflection. When asked about what the future holds, she spoke optimistically but realistically. She acknowledged that life is unpredictable and that plans evolve. However, she emphasized that whatever comes next, whether in her personal life or career, will be on her terms. Marriage, she said, will happen when it aligns with her values, not when it satisfies public curiosity. Career-wise, she hinted at upcoming projects and personal development, suggesting that audiences will begin to see a more refined, confident, and intentional version of her work. While she did not reveal specifics, she made it clear that she is far from done. Fans quickly picked up on the confidence in her tone. Many described her as grounded, self-assured, and emotionally mature. Others said her words felt like a quiet reset, a reminder that not every chapter needs public narration. Of course, critics remained vocal. Some questioned whether her statements were an attempt to deflect ongoing speculation. Others accused her of trying to control the narrative. But supporters shut that down quickly, arguing that controlling one's narrative is not manipulation, it is self-respect. The conversation has now shifted. Instead of asking, who is Sonia Uche dating, more people are beginning to ask, what is Sonia Uche building? And that shift may be the most powerful outcome of her statement. In an industry that often prioritizes drama over depth, Sonia's words stood out. They were not loud. They were not sensational. But they were clear. She is focused. She is intentional. And she is not in a hurry. As the reactions continue to pour in, one thing is certain, Sonia Uche has reclaimed her voice. Not through confrontation, but through clarity. Not through explanations, but through boundaries. And in doing so, she has reminded everyone that a woman's worth is not measured by timelines imposed by society, but by the life she is intentionally building. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with Sonia Uche's perspective on marriage and career? And don't forget to subscribe to Just Gist TV for long-form stories that go beyond speculation and into substance.